Hey Taurus, welcome into your reading. Okay, let's see what's going on. We're going to read from the 11th to the 17th. So we're going to go right into the middle of the month of April. This is the season where everybody needs to hang on to their hats because it's an intense week in the sky. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys. What's the situation for my Taurus mid-month of April, please? Oh, 4 cards. Sneaky under there. 3 of Cups. 8 of Cups, the Magician. 4 of Swords and 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, you're definitely walking away from someone that no longer emotionally serves you. You're very much done with that. All right. And perhaps I have 2 camps here, I'll be honest with you. So at first I was like, what the hell's going on here? You're definitely healing. All right, that's a fact. And you're healing by just walking away and taking this action for yourself, Taurus. You're saying, you know what? There's nothing for me to do here. I keep giving. I'm not getting anything. Some of you, the one camp is that you're canceling a reconciliation here with somebody. And as you do this, you start to heal thyself. And you begin to manifest your future. But you're still torn as to which path or direction to take. Because there's a new solid start or offer or opportunity coming in if you haven't received it yet. That's the bulk of you. Then there's another camp where you're walking away from one person and reconciling with another. Okay? And you're manifesting that future with that individual. But I don't know what you're torn over. Because it looks like a new job perhaps, or a location to move. We'll see more when we clarify. What's coming in for Taurus, please? Okay, so the moon that just wanted to fall out like it did. Anything else that's coming in towards, I was going to say Pisces, because that's a Pisces card, the moon. Taurus, please. It almost feels like you want to run headfirst into something, right? But you don't. You hold yourself back for a quick second because you hesitate in the sense of, well, I don't have all the facts. I don't know what the future holds. What? It's like you're like, finally you make a decision, you run for it, and you go head first to do the situation. And then you're like, no, maybe not. I need to be cautious. I need to protect myself. That's really stupid. Come back, Taurus. And then the 7 of Pentacles. And the only reason this is happening to you is because of the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You're saying to yourself, well, I finally decided that I'm going to invest my life somewhere else or with something else, period. But you struggle to kind of, I don't know, you worry about it. And moreover, you're trying to be protective. And then again, you go head first into that new life, but then you pull yourself back. It's like you have the bags packed. Everything, the plans, all of it's at the door. But, you're about to put one foot out the door and grabbing your bags, but then you put the bags down right at the door again. You're going to do the new thing. Look at this. This is the 2 of Wands. That globe in the person's hand is nothing but GPS. Where are we going? What is the surprise this week for Taurus? None of these planets sitting in Aries are going to let anyone sit on their laurels. No. Everyone's going to get up and get going. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a special reading. How these planets are affecting the whole collective. And I'm going to do a reading for the whole collective. I'm going to probably try to aim to do that on Monday. And it'll probably post on Tuesday. So let's see. So in the middle of this week for you, Taurus, though, you go in your head and you try to analyze something. You try to be critical. You try to make a wise decision because it's like your head and your heart are fighting between something that's rational and logical versus what your heart is telling you. And I don't think you're going to be able to avoid that big, beautiful heart of yours. So we'll see, because you're definitely trying to be thoughtful and fair, But at the same time, your heart is driving you into a different location, different path, different direction. I know you're facing something that has unrequited love. We'll see more when I clarify. What is the advice here this week for Taurus, please? You're failing to see something. Oh, yeah. You struggle between 1 minute giving up, giving in, versus keeping up for the fight and staying all in. Because there is something here that's absolutely burdening you and exhausting you, because at the end of the day, this is who you truly are. You are the Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing, loving, kind, caring. You want to love and be loved, and you deserve love. But moreover, it's telling me, come back into your own, your vibe, who you used to be, right? Moreover, your stability. You need to find your stability. But it's telling me something about you not giving up yet. Don't give up. Don't give in. Because 1 minute you do, and then you're up for the challenge. Next, you're not. I know you're stuck. I know you're struggling, but I don't know. Just tells me like you're exhausted, you're tired. Literally, that's why I yawn, by the way. Don't think I'm just falling asleep on you. I'm not. It's just the energy I just felt. You're exhausted, you're tired, but it's saying don't give up. What is the outcome of the week? Too many, but Spirit, let's see if they repeat themselves. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. You're holding on to something or someone where it's stagnated. But meanwhile, you're also, I don't know, you're both closed off to each other. Let me see if this comes out again. This is why I wanted less. Outcome of the week for Taurus, please. I think what's happening here, Taurus, is you guys are confusing yourselves. Like you just go round and round with a certain thing that you end up confusing yourselves. If that's not the case, then somebody here is deluded or kidding themselves or deluding themselves, and that could very much be your person. Because if you said a certain thing to somebody and it's just not clicking, they're just not getting it, they're self-deluded. They don't see it. But you, I know you are torn to move forward. I could see it. You got like one foot out the door, but the other one is like, if I do this, that's it. It's done. But you know on the other side is your desires, your wish fulfillment, the things that you want for your life. Maybe there's a little confusion as to the path, the direction, but I don't know. So, also, those of you who have been breadcrumbed, or if you're breadcrumbing somebody, that's who's confused. Because somebody here is not seeing mixed signals clearly. Well, they think it's mixed signals. Meanwhile, you were loud and clear. If that makes any kind of sense to you guys. Let's start clarifying all this. What is this thing that Taurus has finally moved away from and is trying to manifest? For Taurus, please. Temperance and the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is the end of a commitment or a marriage or something you were committed to. Yes, something was burdening you and exhausting you. And actually, the whole entire thing has led you to the point where nothing is balanced. It was a huge imbalance for you. You couldn't see right from wrong with what the hell was going on here. Yeah, and you ended up having like some big fight But this fight caused confusion. So if some of you, say for example, had decided to leave a marriage or a commitment and you started going towards someone else you made plans with, you and the someone else had a fight and you're like, oh shit, now what? Do I go back to the, or do I still stay committed to my decision and move forward? Others of you, something has horribly gotten you unbalanced, and now this is what's causing the confusion for you. Okay? Let's continue. What is the moon and the... You're not the only ones who feel this way, by the way, Taurus. This confusion, not knowing what to do. It's kooky out there right now. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the moon, please. Yeah, this tower appeared to me in the middle of the deck, but here it is, out and about, hopscotching like it's something fun to do, the tower, but it's not. But it's also necessary. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid and letting the air heal the wound. Hurts like hell, leaves you a little concerned. You don't know what the hell to do, but there you are, Queen of Swords. And in the next position is the Queen of Swords again. All right, so you are trying to rationalize this and be logical. Somebody rushes in to say something, whether it's you or them. And then this is what causes the confusion. It's like, holy shit, now what? This changes everything. What do we do? A text message ensues. Oh, it feels like somebody's kind of putting you in a pickle, Taurus. What is the Queen of Swords? And you're like, nah, I got to think about this. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. Queen of Swords. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're going back and forth here with somebody, and it's more like text messages. Some of you, it could be emails, whether it's a boss or some job you're looking for, or a colleague. Others of you, if it's a lover person, it's text message. It's not like... And the worst part is it's getting you stuck, Taurus, but it's not helping you see something clearly. It's actually causing more confusion. It's like serious. That's the common theme here. That's the common thread. A lot of confusion because of whatever this disruption was. It's like something that's thrown you for a loop. What is the Ten of Wands in cross, please? And the the Queen of Swords. I'm saying everybody but your sign. Queen of Pentacles. Your element. My God, you guys must be tired. I swear to God, as soon as I get to this card, I'm like, I feel myself slumping. Taurus, there's somebody here who feels mutual love for you. You're literally the only sign getting this. This Two of Cups. Maybe you and Libra. I guess because of Venus being your ruling planet and it's in a favorable position. There's somebody here who feels the same way you do. And there's somebody here that not only is it mutual love, it could bring stability if you keep working on this or if you keep fighting for it. You just need to make a judgment call. I see two people back here. One passionate, fiery, attraction. The other one, emotionally mature, emotionally available. And you, monkey in the middle. It's a figure of speech. Please don't attack me, people. Okay, Seven of Cups in reverse. Sorry, last week some people were just attacking every little thing I was saying and taking it personally. I'm like, oh, everybody feeling that aggressive energy in Aries. Two of Wands, Seven of Cups in reverse. What's going on here for Taurus, please? Eight of Pentacles, okay. Oh, this I like. Page of Swords. But why do you feel like you need to stalk or do some FBI on someone? What? All right, so somebody here seems to be deluded, and maybe it's like you said goodbye to somebody and they don't get it, or you're just utterly confused as to what choice to make. But I see you struggling to just move ahead, right? But, and this has everything to do with you working on a relationship, or them too. But this relationship is so doable with the Ten of Cups. It just requires effort. This could just be somebody that's not your usual type, or you are not theirs. You're not their typical cup of tea. But this is very doable. This is like two opposing energies, but can work very well together when working together. And that's what this is about. But I see you fearing it, or them. I don't know. There seems to be confusion towards it, because it looks like this could be a mutually happy union or connection. 10 of Cups. 5 cups are yours, 5 cups are theirs. Some of you might be worried about who you're leaving behind or what you're leaving behind. You could just say to yourselves, maybe I should just be single and not do anything. I say put effort in it because it looks promising. Very. So whatever was going on in the shadows for you guys is eventually going to die. Not for some of you. All right, let me explain. For death. And behind is the Seven of Swords, the shady thing, the ghosting, the cheating, all of that stuff. Sometimes when we have death right next to this, it could mean that this... Sorry. Sometimes it means that your relationship could be transitioning from an end of an affair into something more solid, more serious. So you're ending that part of your life, the shadow life, the life of whatever you were doing in the dark or in the quiet or what have you. And it's transitioning over to something that you're finally making a judgment call on somebody you could have been holding on to for a while. You just didn't know if it was going to bring you stability because the other person just represented passion and chemistry. And you needed a minute to choose. Okay. My foot got caught on the wire at the bottom. And there goes B. This is not a day. Actually, today it's not my day, only because Mars just moved into Aries and it's energy. But I'ma chill. I'ma roll with the punches. It's time. And this card makes so much sense, but in the extended, I want to see what other messages Spirit wants to give you in regards to your love lives. Free yourself. You're a gorgeous unicorn. Stuck in a pen. Wasting away. Free yourself. You don't need to. Sometimes when we're in negative relationships, whether it's friendship, family, or a love connection, or a marriage, whatever it is, when it's negative, it impacts us in such a horrible way, because think of yourselves like as a sonar, a radar. You take all that energy in, and then when you leave that area, that home, that environment, this is what you're exuding out. The second you leave that type of, the second you free yourself from that, your frequency and your vibe starts changing, okay? And your sonar starts pushing out love and excitement and happiness and a thirst for life. So that's what it's telling me. You are in a place where it not only doesn't help you, it doesn't help the people around you, because if your sonar is pushing out love vibes, you're going to collect that energy in. And that's a good thing. All right, guys. That's what I got. Let's continue over to the extended and see what's going on.